Happy Friday! So glad you could join me again today. And I have some exciting news to share with you. The conference call that I mentioned last week occurred this Wednesday morning, and it was very exciting. There was a lot of people on the call, and we got to listen to Jon Gordon speak about his new book, Training Camp, for about 45 minutes. And he had some really awesome, great suggestions for how to become the best, why the best are better than the rest. It was really a fascinating call, and I hope that you got to listen to it. But if you did not get to listen to it, please look at the link below right here, and we will have that there for you so that you can click over and download it and listen to it when you have some time. It would be something great to do while you're maybe, if you're going to get some sun this weekend, lay around by the pool, something like that, to listen to it for, just like about 45 minutes and really get some great tips. So this weekend, what I would like to focus on for you is something similar that he focused on in his call, and that's to keep it simple. Keep it simple. The best don't really do anything that's tricky. They really keep everything very simple. They just remember to do what they need to do. And one of the things that I was reading about in one of my books is that we need to create sometimes with our clients that are prospects a sense of urgency in them so that they feel like they need to move quicker, buy quicker, sell quicker, whatever the case may be. So I want to share a tip with you that I'm going to be implementing myself, and this is that creating that sense of urgency for those buyers that are on the fence right now. We can talk to them about how interest rates are low and how home prices are low and things like that. But let's talk to them about something that's really going to matter to them, and that's their pocketbook. And I want to share some information with you that maybe you can help to get your clients off the fence. And that is in regards to the tax credit. As we all know, the tax credit is available through November 30th. So if someone purchases a home between now and November 30th, 2009, then they are eligible to take an $8,000 tax credit, or 10%, whichever is less. They can file an amendment to their 2008 tax return and receive that money almost immediately, or however quickly the government is processing checks at that time. So I've had clients who, bought a home, filed an amendment to their tax return, and then got their $8,000 within about 3 or 4 weeks. So it's really a great way for someone to be able to increase their earnings this year. And if you talk to somebody who's a potential home buyer and you relate to them in a way that they really need to be trying to take action immediately, because let's say, for example, someone decides to purchase a home that's a short sale, and they go and they put an offer in, and this particular home, this is the first offer that's gone in, the short sale package isn't at the bank yet. There is the potential for that property to take several months to process before it can actually go to closing. And who knows what can come up along the way. So now that it's May, we would be looking at a 30-day escrow would put us into June at this point, middle of June to end of June with how long underwriting turn times are. So we're looking at the end of June right now. So really that doesn't give people very much longer to be able to make an offer on a home and get it closed by November 30th so that they can take an advantage of the tax credit if by chance they're looking at some of these short sale properties. Now, if they're looking at regular resale properties or they're looking at bank-owned properties, this might not be as important to them, although you can use it as a way to kind of try and light their fire some. But if someone is really looking at short sale properties, this is a must-have. Light them on fire, get them ready to go, because they want to be able to take advantage of that tax credit, and there's the potential for loss there. So the way to really get people off the fence is to try and find a way to create urgency, create a sense of loss. Those are some of the techniques. These are age-old techniques. It's nothing I'm inventing. I read all the same books everyone else does. And those people who've written those books have read something that someone else has written. And they're age-old techniques, but we have to find a way to keep it simple and really use it to motivate our clients. So we don't need to create something out of the blue or try and make any of the products or services or whatever the case may be that you see other people trying to sit around and create and be creative. You don't really need to do that. You just need to keep it simple and give them the facts. And the simple facts right now will create a sense of urgency for those buyers who've been on the fence, and maybe they've been looking at short sales and making offers, and then they back out or they change their mind or whatever the case may be. This is going to help get them off the fence. So I suggest that you sit down this weekend, type up an email, a generic email, that you can use to send to these clients. Then go back through and customize it for each client with their name, but you can make it generic enough that you can copy and paste and try and save some energy and effort on your time so you don't have to retype it, and send it out to every prospect that you've been working with, anyone who's called you and even discussed buying a home with you, and see if you can help them to really get this, under their skin and get them moving. If you need help with this, let me know. I'd be glad to share with you what I'm doing. And like I said, if you didn't get the call this week, you didn't get to make it on, please click on the link below and you will have access to that call. And I hope that you get a chance to listen to it and you get to check out the book next week, Training Camp by Jon Gordon. I hope you have a very prosperous and successful weekend. And as always, if you have questions, feel free to give me a call at 602-793-6963. Take care. Bye-bye.